Hi, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade 4 and welcome to my channel. Okay, today we are going to make toppers for our little marshmallow cups. If you have not seen it, we made these little marshmallows together in a video. So if you've not seen how to make these, I have two different videos. So I will link both of those down below. One of them is how to actually make it, and then the second one is like how we put the chocolate hair on it. So, but these are adorable. And my inspiration for these is the little ceramic marshmallow cups that I bought off Amazon. So these are like $20 on Amazon. I can link it down below for you. Amazon prices go up and down, so just kind of watch them. But I thought to make like a different version that anyone could do, we made these. So today we are gonna make some cute summer little hats, like little toppers for these. So hopefully these are gonna turn out right. So if you're watching this, then it must have turned out. If not, I'm sitting here talking to myself, but that's okay. So, all right, for starters, okay, I had to take this thing to Dollar Tree with me and walk around until I found what actually worked. And what I found was this is a 6 mini round bows. This was like in like the wedding section, like the fancy like plastic stuff at Dollar Tree. But it's these right here, and you get 6 of them. So 6 for $1. So it's this little bitty, it's a little bow. You see that? Just a little bow, but it sits perfectly on its head. So it's perfect on this one. And it also sits perfect on the ceramic ones. So just like that. So you kind of have to adjust it because it's slick, but we are gonna make, all right y'all, this is my idea, okay? So hopefully this is gonna work. I have Dollar Tree. They have this yarn, this beautiful, soft, it's Chanel, it's called Just Chanel Premier. Now it does not say Greenbrier, so I don't know what this is, but do you see how but look, do you see how soft this is? And as soon as I saw this, I thought lemon, like lemon meringue pie almost. This screamed lemon to me. So we're going to attempt a lemon hat, a lemon hat. We are going to do a beehive hat, either using this twine, or I've got this nautical rope that I'm thinking about kind of like pulling apart. This is the 8-foot, 2.43 meter rope from Dollar Tree. Thinking about either using this for a beehive hat. And then I'm thinking about, hopefully this turns out, a strawberry. So I decorate with lemons, strawberries, and this year I'm gonna do bees. So I'm hoping that this red from the Crafter Square section and maybe this green will help me make a strawberry. Okay, and just in case this does turn out, I have over here, because I don't have white. So if you have white yarn, perfect. I did not have any, but I may try to do either some white puffy paint or I've got black puffy paint. All right, we're gonna do this and we'll see if it works. Okay, let's start with the lemon. So all I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be really simple. It's just a matter of it turning out right. I don't think there's anything hard about this. It's just a matter of it turning out and looking right. So, without burning yourself, and I am the queen of burning my daggone self, I'm just gonna put some hot glue, just like right here on the bottom, just kind of right on the edge, and then I'm just gonna keep wrapping. I'll kind of glue, wrap this yellow all the way around, and hopefully we're gonna have a lemon. Okay, hang on 1 second, and I'm gonna adjust you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so this clear on my countertop, hopefully you can see it. Like I said, I'm just gonna put glue right here on this bottom edge, just a little bit of glue to kind of get me started. Okay, I'm gonna lay this down in that glue. Okay, I'm gonna tap that down without burning myself. Okay, that just kind of holds it and gets me going. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do like a little bit more glue, and I'm just gonna kind of keep going around and wrapping this yarn around it. You don't need a lot of glue. You just want, see? And just kind of tap that down into your glue. You know, just the most important thing is don't burn yourself. Okay, that. I'm gonna do a little bit more glue. You see, I'm not using a lot of glue. I just need it to hold for me. Okay, I'm gonna tap that down in. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of finish off this right here. Okay, you see how I got that started? It's glued all the way around. Now I'm gonna do the exact same thing. All I'm gonna do is just glue and put some down and just keep working all the way around it. Okay, so once again, just put a little glue right up against that line and just work that down, just like that. If you can see, there's very little glue that's actually coming on there. Okay, so do you see how it's coming along? Now I'm just gonna kind of keep on gluing and going around to the top. Just kind of doing a little bit at a time. So we've kind of got this going right here. I'm gonna cut that off right there. I'm gonna kind of put a little bit glue right here in the center. And I'm just going to use my scissors and push that down in there so I don't burn myself, just to kind of complete the look. Okay, but do you see how cute this little lemon hat topper is coming? Now, if you have seen on Etsy, like Etsy sells crocheted little hat toppers for these, and they start at like $12. They're $12 to $18 plus shipping. So I always try to think of like a kind of a cheaper version to do myself. So that's why I thought about using this Dollar Tree yarn to make these. So if you're kind of curious why we're doing this, it's because I'm cheap. And I want to save you money too. So, okay, this could either be a lemon, or if you love pineapples, this could really be a pineapple one. So, all right, we got this right here. Now my thought is to take the green because it's lemon. If you want to do pineapple, you could do green, or you could do some twine just for that different kind of look. But, all right, so I'm just gonna take 3 pieces of this green yarn. They're not the exact same, that's okay, I can just kind of trim it up. Nothing's perfect here. We're just like crafting and having fun, but I got 3 of these together. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm basically gonna kind of do a bow. Yeah, so I'm just gonna tie this, and I'm gonna make like a little bow. Basically just like I'm tying my shoe, using all 3 of these pieces of yarn. Okay, so basically, or if you wanted, you could just take 3 separate ones and tie you a bow. But I just kind of want this dangling. All right, so I got that. I just have a little bow. I'm gonna trim off this one end. Okay, and so right now, I just have this cute little basic bow, just like I tied my shoes. See, like that? Just a little basic bow. All right, and what I'm gonna do is, so this is gonna be a lemon, but it may not scream lemon until we get everything decorated. But for starters, I'm just gonna take my hot glue gun right here on the top. I'm just gonna put a little hot glue gun little hot glue right here on the top of my little hat. Then I'm gonna take this little bow and just push it right down in the center. And like I said, I just took 3 pieces of yarn and tied a bow out of it. I kind of went with 3 in case I wanted to braid it, but I kind of did this instead. So it's cute. Look at that. All right, now let's stick it on our marshmallow. Okay, so this is the one that we made together in the video. Look how cute. I mean, that is adorable. You know, I'm telling you, look on Etsy, look on Pinterest, look at the marshmallow mini hat toppers or whatever. They are adorable. There's so many that I would love to have, but I just can't pay $15 to $20 for a little beetle hat. So that's why we're making these using Dollar Tree items. But that is so cute. Okay, so this is our lemon. But like I said, you could also use this as like a pineapple. Like if you do like a pineapple theme. So this is perfect for summer. So okay, here is the lemon. And like I said, it also fits our ceramic ones. Okay, look how cute. And like I tell you, once we start doing more of our little projects for our tier trays, like I've got lemons planned. I have lemons and strawberries and bee DIYs coming up. And all of this is gonna tie together and we're gonna decorate the tier tray that we made using Dollar Tree supplies. So that is adorable and that just cost you a couple dollars. All right, there's that one. I'm gonna sit this to the side. Okay, so we are gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna get another one of these little plastic little cups, little bows. Okay. But this time we are going to do the beehive. All right, so I think twine, it may be a little too thin. I don't know. So I'm gonna hold off on the twine for a minute. And I think I'm gonna pull this rope apart because all it is, I mean, it's braided. It's 3 pieces of rope and they braided it together to make a bigger one. So I'm just gonna cut the tape off the end of this nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Okay. Now I'm going to unbraid. Now I'm trying not to unravel. I don't want to unravel the whole daggone thing. I just want to unbraid it. Yes, see, just like that. I just want to pull these 3 different braids apart, but I do not unravel the whole entire thing. Okay, I'm just gonna keep pulling. See, and that's coming undone. It's shitting really bad, but it's coming unbraided, and that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, like I said, I'm still just unbraiding this, but I'm not letting it shred. Like I'm not unraveling the whole thing. I'm just unbraiding. All right, and I'm just going to put glue once again on the bottom edge. And I'm not gonna do a lot, just a little, kind of start right there, just to kind of get me going. And I'm gonna lay this right here, going across. I just burned my fingers, going across the bottom without burning yourself like I just did. Y'all, I even have the little finger protectors from Dollar Tree. I have some in my craft room. I just don't ever think to grab them until I burn myself. So, I am extremely hard-headed. All right, so I'm just going to keep pulling a little bit, do a little glue. Just pull that right there and just hold that into place. So, and I'm sure you've probably seen other people make like these bee skeeps. Yeah, bee skeeps, beehives. So you probably know exactly what to do. But those of you that don't, stick with me. Because I've never made one either. So we're just making a little version today. But I do plan on making a big bee skeep, which is also a beehive. So I think that's gonna be really cute. All right, so once again, I'm right here. Put my glue down, lay that into there so it'll quit. And then I just got my glue. I'm just gonna push that down into my glue until it dries. And it sticks to that plastic cup. So you see, I finished that row all I'm gonna do is just keep going around and just stacking on top of each other. Just like that. Put me more glue going kind of around, and I would just lay this rope right into that glue. Make sure I don't have a lot of a gap in between, and just push it down into that glue. Okay. Just like that. So, like I said, it's repetitive. It's just the same thing. Glue, wrap it, and push it down into there. Just making sure that you don't leave any gaps anywhere. All right, so I'm curious, have you already like taken your Easter stuff down, and are you now like ready to decorate for like, are you doing spring, or are you kind of going right into your summer decorations? I personally still have Easter up, but I'm ready to take it down and start with my lemons and strawberries. I want to do a lot of like bee DIYs together, that way I can decorate using bees. I have plenty of lemons and strawberries, but there's more that I want to do. So we're going to do some videos with lemons and strawberries. And then I'm also going to go ahead and I think mix in a lot of my patriotic stuff, because to me summer is very patriotic. I love having flags and red, white, and blue. So I may go ahead and bring out like a lot of my flags and everything too. Kind of mix it all in. Okay, so I need to unwrap more. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna continue wrapping my little glue around here and push that down in there. All right. And so those of you that have seen my Dollar General video, and I'm still answering comments, and oh my goodness, I love y'all. I love all the wonderful, positive comments. Thank you so much. Man, Dollar General has so many good new summer decor items. Just the cow picture, love it. All the bee stuff that they have this year. So I'm just curious if you went and if you're able to find anything, because I know a lot of you said that you were gonna go to Dollar General. Okay, keep doing this. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that was my knuckle. Gosh. Go around a little bit. And then just wrap that right down into my glue, just like that. And then roll it and make sure that there's no gaps. So like I said, it is just the same thing over and over and over. So to me, crafting is a great escape in a way. You know, it's something that you do that makes you happy. You know, it's like you're being creative, you're using your mind and your hands. I love to sit and craft. I love to sit and talk. And so it's like, I love to do this as if you and I are sitting here together and we are just crafting and talking. So that's how I like to do my crafts. And I love cute, easy, inexpensive crafts. Cute and cheap. That's what I like. You know? It's so funny. I've got my kids now. My kids are like, Mom, I've got a coupon. Like Presley really wanted to try Shein. She wanted me to get her a couple like little things off Shein, and we never ordered there before. And finally one day she's like, Mom, she's like, I got a coupon. She's like, so if you get this stuff, she's like, I can get 20% off. But it's like, it's so funny how we can like rub off on our kids, you know? But she's like, I got a coupon. I was like, okay. I was like, we'll look at it. So we did. We placed our first order on Shein, and she was so excited to get all of her cute new little clothes. And I mean, I was impressed. You know, it only took like 2 weeks for everything to come in, and for the actually everything she ordered fit right. And she got her normal size small. Oh, I'm like, I've been wanting to try it. So there's a few things like I keep looking at on their website, and I'm thinking about maybe like ordering a few different things for me to try. It's just hard because like my size is like very Plus I've gained so much, I've gained so much weight that like, it's not even like fun clothes shopping anymore. Okay, so I'm coming to the top right here, and I'm gonna adjust the camera in just a minute. That way you see exactly. So, okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. Like I said, I've never done this before. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I've never done this. I don't know if it's right. So, I'm gonna do this on mine, and then we'll see. Okay, so, okay, obviously like the little bee skeeps have like that little handle. So, I'm just gonna go ahead, kind of get the size loop that I think I would want. And I'm just gonna go ahead and loop it. And then I'm just gonna cut like a little extra. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue this onto the top. And I'll adjust the camera so we can see what we're doing. Okay, you see how I have it right here, it's still clear. So with this is what I just cut. Okay, I just kind of made whatever loop that you can even see that. So I just kind of made like whatever loop I kind of thought. You can do whatever size you want. And I'm just going to glue this right here in the top. And this is wants to come undone. So we can give it a little twist. Okay, so I'm gonna put some glue right here on the top. And I'm just gonna kind of put this right down into that glue. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the ends into the glue. Just like that. This is standing up tall. And I'm gonna hold this into the glue until that dries. Now, if you know of a different way to do this, go ahead. Like I said, this is my first time. So, all right, now, that is glued there. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more glue along the top. And I'm gonna continue with my original rope. And I'm gonna go around. Okay, so I got glue all right here now. I'm just gonna push my rope that I've been using this whole time and push it down into that glue. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm gonna go to the back side and do the same thing. Push that rope into the glue, making sure that there's no gaps. I get everything filled in. Okay, I'm gonna put some glue right here in the front. Once again, take my rope, push it down into there. All right, so I have everything filled in now. So now what I'm gonna do is, so now I'm gonna cut my rope, just kind of like, see I got like this tail right here. See the tail that I kind of have left. Just gonna cut that. Oops. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is this tail that I just cut, I'm going to tuck it down into here and then glue it. Okay. I'm gonna put more glue right in there. I'm gonna take my scissors, I'm gonna push my end down into it. Okay. I'm gonna take these ends, I'm gonna glue these ends down. Okay. All that is getting, with my scissors so I don't burn myself, I'm just holding all of that down. Ah, look at the little beehive. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take some of the rope, you know, that we have, all of this rope right here, and we're gonna make our little entryway, like our little door. So, okay. See which, I guess, you know, see if you have like a one that like looks better, like, you know, which side maybe look the best, and then have that be your front. So just kind of turn it around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start and I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna make me a little door for our little beehive. Okay, I'm just gonna put some glue right here for a second. All right, now I'm gonna lay that new piece of rope right into that glue. Let that dry. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go around in a circle and make a door. So, okay, I guess I'm gonna use my glue to make the circle for me. So you see I'm just holding that into the glue. Okay, so now I'm gonna come from the end, go up to complete my circle, and then I would now push all of that into that glue. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep pushing that in there until that dries for me. And you can make your door as big or as little as you want. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut this off. Okay, and so that doesn't fray really bad and like shed on me, I'm gonna put some more hot glue just right here and kind of push all that into it. Look how cute this is right here. Now I kind of got a little carried away with some of my hot glue. You can take black paint, you could take a black Sharpie. I have a black paint pen. So I'm just gonna use this black paint pen and I'm gonna fill in the inside. Okay, so now I'm just gonna push in and then I'm just going to color my inside. Because it's a small area, I don't mind using this. But like I said, if you have just some black paint, just basic old paint, Dollar Tree paint, anything, just paint the inside black. Okay, so one of my ideas is using, I have this yellow paint, it's an apple barrel paint. This is 50-cent paint from Walmart. The color I just happen to have is called Sunny Day. So you could do any shade of yellow that you want, and there's several different tones that you could pick from. But I just have this Sunny Day, and I think I'm gonna do it as if there's honey coming out of the beehive. So I'm gonna adjust it again, and we're going to try to do like a honey look using this Sunny Day apple barrel 50-cent paint. Okay? Okay, so what you can do is take your glue gun and then dribble. You know, just kind of dribble and run down like it's honey. You know, so everywhere you put it, it's gonna be like honey. So I'm gonna try that for now and we'll kind of see. Now, I wanted to let that dry for a minute. And it's gonna be like honey dripping out of the beehive. Yeah, I mean, you could put some over here. You could dribble it at the bottom. You know, just kind of have fun with it. Okay, so once this sets up, I'm going to paint it. Okay, this is now ready for me to put some paint on. Okay, so I'm shaking up my paint really well. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna take a little paintbrush and I'm just gonna use my cap because I just want a little paint. I don't wanna get paint everywhere. So now, the hot glue that I just put on here, I'm now going to paint the glue. Only is my plan. That's what I hope for. Only the glue is gonna get paint on it. And this is definitely gonna need 2 coats of this yellow paint that I have. Oh my goodness, look how cute this little beehive is turning out. This is adorable, and it's my first time ever making one of these. So, I mean, it's time consuming, but it's so easy. So believe me, you can do this. And like I said, we are gonna make a bigger one too. Like actually, like, so this is for the topper. I also am gonna make a little bit bigger one for the tier tray, and then I want like a bigger one just for decor. And I'm actually thinking about one for the front door also. So that is all like possible videos coming up. But that's so cute. And I think I've got this black and white gingham ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm thinking about wrapping it around the little loop that we did and just making a little bow. So I'm gonna try this really quick and see what this looks like. Like I said, this is just the black and white gingham ribbon from Dollar Tree that's always in the back with all the ribbons that they have year round. But like I said, I'm just gonna tie a little bow, just like I'm tying my shoe. Nothing special, just a little bow. And I think I love that. I do. I think that's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna cut this really quick and I'm gonna show you. Boop. But look at that. That is perfect. And I tell you what, This is really good tier tray size. Man, so look at that. So cute. Now, are you ready? We're gonna put this on our little marshmallow. So, okay, I have an extra one right here. Now, she already has a little bow on, but I don't want to take her little bow off because it'll rip off the chocolate. So I'm just gonna stick the hat right over top of her little bow and you'll never see it. Okay, so adding that little gingham bow to it. I love this. That is adorable. Oh my goodness, this is like, I'm telling you what, you are gonna pay a lot more for this, and we just made this for, okay, so this right here is like $2, $3, but so cute. And you know, by pulling the rope apart, it made it into 3 sections. So you can make you 3 toppers using 1 rope. But look at that, and just adding that little bit of honey dripping out. All that was is hot wax, and we just painted it, what was it called? Sunny Day Apple Barrel 50-cent paint. So I love that. And then of course I love black and white gingham. So this is my favorite. I love this one. All right, now we are going to attempt a strawberry. And I'll be honest, I don't know how well the strawberry is gonna turn out, but we're gonna go with it and see. Okay, so once again, I'm just gonna take one of these little bitty bows, and you get 6 of them for $1. So you can make you 6 toppers. Okay, so that, I'm gonna take this red. I wish I could find the red in the chenille. That would be perfect. But I just have this yarn right here. So once again, I'm just gonna glue it all the way around. We're gonna do the exact same thing that we did on these. So, okay. And this is thin, so this is gonna take a little bit longer. So like I said, just kind of, you know, if you're gonna do this, maybe put you on some music, you know, watch your favorite YouTubers, watch a little TV, and just, you know, relax and do some fun little crafting. All right, got my glue. And because this is thinner, I really don't want to burn myself. That, and I'm just gonna lay that right there. Just like that. Okay, so like I said, this is the exact same steps as those. So I'm gonna do this really quick, and then we will kind of like move on to like decorating it to look like a strawberry. Okay, y'all. This strawberry did not turn out right. This, because this yarn is so thin, like, I kept wrapping it and wrapping it. You can see some hot glue. I don't know why it's so stringy. I don't know if it's because it's Dollar Tree hot glue. I'm not sure. But here's what it looks like so far. Now, once again, just like we did for the lemon top, I'm just gonna take a few strands of this green, kind of cut them about the same length. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to measure it. I guess I'll do 3 again. And once again, I'm just gonna tie this, put these 3 together, and I'm just gonna tie it into a little bow. You know, basic little bow, however you do your bows. Okay, so once again, I just have a basic little bow that I'm going to hot glue onto the top of this strawberry hat. Okay, so you see just this little bow. I'm just gonna put hot glue right here on the top. Okay, just some little hot glue right there on the top. Take this little bow and then just push it right down into that hot glue, and it's gonna be like the top of our strawberry. This could also be like an apple or a tomato. So, alright, so there's that so far. Okay, now my thought for this is I'm gonna take this puffy paint. Dollar Tree sells this, or I got this big bottle at Walmart for almost $2, and they have smaller ones for like $1. So I'm just gonna put little, little white seeds all over this to give it more of that strawberry look. I also thought about just cutting little pieces of this pipe cleaner. So I took this white pipe cleaner and just cutting little pieces. You can kind of bend these and like hot glue these on. Or like I said, I'm gonna try using this puffy paint and see if I could just do little seeds kind of here and there. Okay, so I'm just taking this, and then just like I said, just taking this little puffy paint and then just doing like little little ovals almost. Just something like that to kind of give it a little seed look. Just kind of like randomly place them. And you don't want a lot, just kind of get you a little, because you don't want it to drip. See how I'm doing that? I'll put one of it right here. See how I'm kind of like staggering, you know, just kind of mixing it up. Oh, shoot. Just kind of look around, see if you maybe want to add like a couple more here and there. And you can see where I dropped it and it fell and smeared. That's okay. But look, it gives a little strawberry look. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry because it's gonna start running. Okay, so this has been sitting for about an hour because I had to run and get the kids from school. So it's still a little tacky, so I'm looking like, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna let, that kind of continue to dry. Okay, so I am gonna use a little daisy, and this is just one that was, with some flowers I already had in the living room. I just pulled off one little head, just pulled a little thing, and I'm gonna hot glue this, I think. I don't know if you can see that. More white paint where this just fell and smeared. You think I'd learn to quit touching things. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take my hot glue gun, put me a little hot glue just right up here on the top. And I'm gonna stick this little daisy just right in that hot glue. Just gonna kind of hold that there until it dries. And then look how cute. For some reason, when I think strawberries, I always think of little white daisies. And I think that is adorable. So, okay, let's put her back onto the little marshmallow cup. I mean, this is so adorable. Now, I wish that my strawberry did look a little bit better. The white puffy paint may not have been the best idea. So I may end up redoing this one, because, so I will probably still use the same, red yarn, but I think I'm gonna wait until I can find maybe some white yarn. That way maybe I can do little bitty ties kind of all around it to be like the little, strawberry seeds, because this puffy paint is just, it's smearing. So, but it's still so cute, No matter what you do, it's gonna be adorable. So, I love these. All right, so you've gotta let me know which one is your favorite. So, do you love the strawberry, the little lemon, or it could be a pineapple for you, but the little lemon, or the little beehive? Oh my gosh. I mean, to me, it's a beehive. I love this beehive, bee skeep, whatever you call it. I love it. This turned out so cute, especially for it being my first time making it. So I love it. And it fits these little ones that we made perfectly. And then it also fits the ceramic ones from Amazon. Now there's a little play in it, so you just kind of have to sit it and get it steady, but I love it. So I guess mine, so I would have to say this is my favorite, so this is number one, and then the strawberries is my second, and then the little lemon. Okay, I dropped it again. I'm done. I'm not touching this daggone thing until tomorrow, so it's sitting. So, all right, let me know what you think and which one is your favorite. If you recreate these, if you make them, I would love to see it. You can send me pictures through Instagram or through my Facebook account. I will have them both linked. I'll link them right here, and then I'll also link them down in the description. But yeah, I love when you all share projects that you make, especially if it's something I've done that you recreate. I love seeing it. And you all give me ideas too, so I really appreciate that. But that's it. Several more projects to come. So I'm ready for, I know it's spring, but I'm ready like to do like my summer stuff, like my lemons and some strawberries, and then I'm gonna decorate with bees this year. So I've got quite a few like little bee projects coming up. But yeah, but that's it. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, think about subscribing to my channel. Just make sure you click the little bell and then click all. Yeah, so I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.